So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's the instant match reaction. Manchester United 2, Brentford 1. And do you know what? It just feels good to win and pick up 3 points and see a good performance. It's been a long time, other than going 1-0 down today, which again, after that happened, I'm thinking, here we go again. But we fought back in the second half, and 2 well-taken goals. And to be fair to the team, they absolutely fought in that second half. They were really good. That's the best I've seen us play all season. But it's just about sustaining that and making sure we can keep that up for the entire game throughout the next couple of weeks. Because I want to see this every single week now. I want that to be the standard. Because we were really good in that second half. We were unstoppable. And I'm not surprised we won the game. But to say we deserve the game as well, deserve to win the game, makes me feel so much better about the result. Because yes, we could have won today, a dodgy 1-0 penalty. But to go out there, put out a bit of a statement in that second half saying, do you know what? We are fighting for this manager. We are behind the manager. Each of those players today in that second half stepped up their game massively. And I can't praise them enough for that. Garnacho today was absolutely superb. And he's been off it recently. He's not been up to his normal standards. He has been poor this season so far. He's still getting a lot of goals, and I'm going to credit him for that. But we've not seen that electric Garnacho recently. But today he brought it out. I mean, I can't remember the amount of shots he had, but the reason I want to praise him so much, and the reason I love Garnacho, and he's definitely one of our best players in this team, is because he makes things happen. Give him the ball, and he will create chances for you, he'll score goals, and he will just run at defenders constantly, because he has the fitness for it. Defenders are scared of Garnacho. That's how good he was today. And he brought so much to this team. He got the team going. He got the fans going. And that's all you need at Old Trafford. Once you do that, you give the fans something to get up for. You give the players something to get up for as well. And I'm just so happy with this performance today. Rashford as well. The pass for Garnacho's goal is a lovely, well-taken goal. But the pass is phenomenal. And he did that a few times in the game, to be fair to him, Rashford. Although he was played in this deep role, which I don't know the process of that. We weren't getting the best out of him. You could see he was quite unhappy, but he still played well today. He still played well, and I'm not going to criticise him because that pass was phenomenal. And Garnacho deserved that goal, to be fair to him. And the second goal as well. The flick over from Bruno Fernandes was so silky. And to be fair to him, Bruno Fernandes today stepped up his game massively as well. I think the whole team did. And we needed them to, because that's how we're going to get results. Because these players are not bad players. They're quality players, and once they all click, they're really hard to stop. And that's what we've been missing the whole season so far. These players being on it. These players getting up for these games. And maybe the De Ligt injury situation in the first half had something to do with it. I don't know. But they came out, and it was the best I've seen these players play all season. Literally. It was all Manchester United in the second half, and we were just unstoppable. It could have been 3 or 4. I don't know how it's only 2-1 today. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. And also a massive shout out to Matthijs de Ligt. Because that injury looked sore. It really did. But he fought on like a proper centre-back and played a really good game. He was really impressive today. And again, his best game in the Manchester United shirt as well. So impressive from de Ligt. Martinez at left-back today, out of position. Played really well. And again, another player I mentioned who has been nowhere near it this season. Nowhere near his best. Came out today and was aggressive, great tackles, moved us forward at points in the game. Really good. Any other shot? Dallo looked back to his normal self today. The only issue I have is this midfield. And we know the issue we have. And we know that once Kobbie Mainoo's back, once Ugarte gets more minutes in the team, which over the next couple of weeks, I do think this is going to be the time where we do insert him into the team now and give him a load of running games. That's what I think is going to happen. And he came on today, but I do think now is the time we are going to jowl him into the squad. But yeah, Casemiro and Eriksen, I thought they played okay in the second half, but it's a problem with them being really slow. We get overdone so quickly. If a fullback makes a mistake, they're not going to be there. Again, in the midfield, we got overrun plenty of times, especially in the first 20 minutes when we were really struggling. So it is going to be a massive issue for us with Kobbie Mainoo being out for weeks. I think it's like 7 or 8 weeks now. And of course, Ugarte not getting minutes at the moment. And other than that, we don't have any other options really other than Eriksen and Casemiro. But yeah, I thought they did play well today. Casemiro played a lot of really good balls. Eriksen again was everywhere on the pitch. But yeah, I just think that's going to be a major problem, and it has been a problem for us for a very, very long time. And it will still be a problem tomorrow. It will still be a problem next weekend or in the week with our next game. That's just how it's going to be. But we definitely need to fix that, because we were getting done in that first 20 minutes when we were really struggling. But I'm just thankful for the win today. That's what matters. And also the boy, Rasmus Højlund. That finish, Ruud van Nistelrooy-esque. Literally, a really, really well taken goal. And he has to be our number 9, because Rasmus today as well was really, really good. His hold-up play was insane. The link-up play with Garnacho and Rashford was brilliant to watch. Like, this is a proper striker. His finishing has not reached max level yet. He still has a long way to go with his finishing. And you see what it's like now. He's still very young. He still has a lot of time to grow in this role of Manchester United striker. So I'm really happy with how he's progressing. I'm so glad he's back from injury. And Xerxes came on in the second half. I don't know with this guy. I'm really, really finding it hard to get behind him, because he just doesn't look like a natural striker. And yes, he called himself a number 9, but we need a natural striker in a Manchester United team. Do you know what I'm on about? Like, we need a proper striker like Rasmus who's going to guarantee you goals. And he just looks off the pace in this league. I don't know what it is. That was frustrating. But also another shout out to Jonny Evans. Played another really good game today. Can't complain. But overall, guys, that was really, really impressive. And again, the next couple of weeks now, I mentioned it in the preview, we have a really good running coming up now. We've got a few hard Europa League games against Fenerbahce. We've got a difficult game against Chelsea. But we've got Everton to play, West Ham without Kudus, which again is going to be massive. We play Ipswich and Leicester as well. So teams we need to be getting points from now. I do think the next month for this side is going to be key. I'm not getting overboard. I'm not going to grind myself up, saying to myself, do you know what, this is a start now. No, it's just about picking up points. I wasn't really fussed about the performance today, but that was a really positive sign. That really was a positive sign. And hopefully now that's the standard, because that has to be the standard. We need to see that every week. That's what we've been missing. We don't see that second half performance enough. We don't see these players get up for these games enough. But they're unstoppable when they're all on the same page, when we're going at teams. And it's not just a counter-attack. We can demolish teams with our passing. We can demolish teams running at them. We can demolish teams with our finishing, because that's how good this team can be. But we're so far behind this season, but it just feels good to pick up that win. And it was much needed today for Ten Hag and these players. And I think they gain a lot of confidence off that result. And we know with this type of team, they're a confidence team. So they will take it into the next game. So it should be progression now. We should see a lot more wins coming up in the next couple of weeks. But let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Let's get into the player ratings. Andre and Nana today, comfortable. Can't do nothing about the goal. But the Ligt situation with the injury, I don't know what went on there, to be honest with you guys. I mean, we're playing with 10 men. They score. It's frustrating. You're thinking it's going to be one of those days. But overall, we played really well. Some of his balls as well is long ball playing out was brilliant today. I thought he played a really, really good game yet again. Didn't have too many saves to make, to be honest. There was one in the first half from Norgard, which was a terrific save, to be fair to him. And again, he's a keeper which is progressing in this team. He's getting better now, and that's really good for us. Less mistakes, and equals more chances of not losing the game. So that's really good from Onana. Dalot and Martinez, I'm going to give them both a 7.5. I thought both of them were terrific today. Defensively, they dealt really well. The likes of Mbeumo, who I thought was going to cause Martinez a lot of problems. Dalot was comfortable on his side. They played really well going forward as well. Always an option. They were getting us forward and creating chances for our strikers and Bruno Fernandes as well. So yeah, I was really happy with both of them. De Ligt and Jonny Evans, I'm both going to give an 8 as well. Especially De Ligt, as I mentioned just a minute ago, how good he was considering that injury. He came back on the pitch after the injury like he never had it, like it didn't affect him. Dominant in the air, won all of his aerial duels, was terrific today. Really, really good. And that's what I want to see from a proper centre-back, which we have now. So really happy with De Ligt. And Jonny Evans, again, while he's in at the moment, he's playing well. He's playing well, and you can't fault him. Whether he stays in this team going forward, I'm not so sure. Because Martinez looked good today, and of course Mazraoui's back, so we'll have to see what happens. But Jonny Evans right now, there's no reason he shouldn't be in this team. Because he's performing. he's performing, isn't he? So there's question marks there for Ten Hag to answer, really, isn't there, with that situation? But yeah, both going to give them an 8. Really good. Casemiro and Eriksen, I'm going to give them, it's only fair to 6.5 each. I give both of them a 6.5. I thought they were very similar today. Of course, they had their negatives in them being slow and were overrun so much in the midfield. They can't get back after we lose the ball. We commit so many players and then we can't track back because they don't have pace. That's a major problem in itself, and we know that. But again, when they had the ball at their feet, I can't question them today. They made the right decisions. They made some really good through balls. They created us chances. And Casemiro was back to his same old self. Great tackles, picking up balls in really good positions, putting himself in gaps where the ball was going through. So, of course, he intercepted it. So, yeah, really, really happy. Really, really happy with both of them. But again, it's definitely something we can't have in the team week in, week out. But I thought they were okay today, considering how bad they can be. And, they're not trustworthy players, really. But Eriksen recently is picking up some really good form. Really good form. Really happy with how he's getting on. And he needs to keep up that level. I'm just watching a bit of the Arsenal game as well, guys. So yeah, I'm going to give both of them. I'll give Eriksen the 7, Casemiro a 6.5. Actually, those are my final scores on the midfield. Bruno Fernandes back to his best today, and he was given a free license. So he was over on one wing, he was over the other wing, he was in the midfield, he was helping out at the back. And I think that really helped him out today. Really helped him out because he likes to get in pocketed positions. So he can pick up the ball, find gaps to play through, the likes of Garnacho to play through Rashford or to play that ball over the top. And he just found himself everywhere on the pitch. And that's obviously going to give you more options to play different players through, make different options. So, yeah, he was really good today, to be fair. Really good. The flick for Rasmus's goal, that's prime Bruno Fernandes. Only Bruno Fernandes can do that. It reminded me of the FA Cup final game where he did that flick to Kobe Mainu. The flick and the finish, sensational goal. Sensational goal from the team. The build-up was really good. And for both goals, they were just really well-taken goals from the team, which even made me happier, to be honest with you guys. So yeah, I'm going to give Bruno a solid 8 today. I thought he's really, really good. Rasmus Højlund, 8 as well. I just think his overall game, I've mentioned it in so many videos when he has been playing. This guy is going to be one of the future stars for Manchester United. You can just tell. His finishing at a young age is brilliant. His hold-up plays there. He's got the pace. He's got the aggressiveness. He can outstrength players. He can play players in. He can link up well with players. Genuinely has everything you need to be a top striker. And the finish today was absolutely brilliant to him. So he has to be our starting number 9. No qualms about it. He just is that number 9 you need. Who can guarantee you goals as well as coming in, holding up play, linking up with players. Really happy with him. And then Rashford, I'm going to give a 7.5. Again, that deep role he was playing in, I didn't get it. He was playing on the right. He wasn't comfortable. You could tell. But with the form Garnacho was in, you have to play Garnacho in his preferred position. It just makes sense. And Rashford needs to step up and get on with it in my eyes. And he needs to put his head up and say, do you know what? Garnacho is creating his chances. He's doing this well and fair play to him. Let him have that role. I need to up my game so maybe I can be chosen to play that position. And that's what I want. So he needs to earn that. He needs to earn that. But his assist for Garnacho is brilliant. He was causing so many problems today. And it's more like the Rashford I want to see. But it's just about keeping that level of Rashford. Because we know as soon as it's not going well, his head drops. He's not into it. Doesn't fancy it. And that's where the problem lies. So it's all about him. He has to overcome that. And he's got to think to himself, do you know what? I need to up my game now. This is where it needs to happen. So, yeah, I was happy with him. I was happy with him today. Especially in the second half. He was really impressive. And Garnacho, man of the match. I'm going to give him a solid 9 out of 10. Yeah, I've not seen a player this exciting at Manchester United for a very, very long time. Or a player that gets the crowd going like Garnacho does. Terrific today. He caused Brentford so many problems. He was phenomenal the whole game. Well taken goal. He just brought everything to life in that second half. And that's what we needed. That's what we were asking for. And that's literally the reason why we won the game today. Because Brentford could not handle him. And he was creating chance after chance. Got us back into the game. And from that point, we weren't losing. And we didn't. It could have been 3 or 4. But yeah, Garnacho for me was man in the match. Absolutely terrific from Garnacho today. And again, I'm excited for him now. I really am excited how far he can go in that position for Manchester United. So overall, man in the match, Garnacho. It's a great win. It's nothing to get overboard about. I'm not going to go and say, do you know what, we're back. No. Because we need to see this week in, week out. We need to sustain that style of play which we were going at in the second half. We need to keep at that level now. because that's the only way we're going to get results. But I said it, the players are capable of doing it. They are so capable, but we just need them to be on it week in, week out. And then we'll see what happens. But yeah, next couple of weeks and months are going to be massive for this team. We've got a good run of games coming up where we can get results. But yeah, really happy with that. And Ten Hag for me today, I'm going to give Ten Hag a solid... I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. Because he must have said something in the halftime break for this team to go out there and turn it around. Of course, the players have to do it, but they have to be motivated. It might have been a De Ligt injury. It might have been what Ten Hag said. I'm not too sure. But he deserves credit for that. And it's good that he picked up that win today. Really needed it. I'm happy for him. And we just got to move on, guys. But it feels good to win. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm happy. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.